And we are joined now by the man who has taken all NFL fans on a thrilling ride this season, and there is still more to come. Adrian Peterson, thanks for being with us this morning here on Sports Center.
Oh, no problem. Thanks for having me.
199 yards on the ground yesterday, including the run that set up that game-winning score. When your teammates were carrying you off the field, what was your reaction at that moment?
Oh, man. I was just excited, but I was like, put me down. We still got to make this kick. You know, so that's the main thing that was going through my mind. I saw the fans cheering MVP.
It was loud in there. They were cheering for you. You were being carried off the field. Did you know in that moment where you stood yards-wise in comparison to getting that record?
No, I didn't know at all. You know, I never looked up at the Jumbotron, you know, because I knew someone would be keeping count. I told myself that, hey, I'm just going to go out and play my game, and if it comes to me, you know, it comes. If not, then you know what? It wasn't meant to be. I'll have another chance to get it.
When did you find out that you came up 9 yards shy?
It's funny because right after the game, I did an interview with Pam, and she was like, "You were 9 yards?" She said, 9 yards. And I looked at her, I'm like, 9 yards? What? And then she was like, 9 yards. And I'm like, what's on the record? So that's when I found out, and it was like, oh, I didn't realize I was that close. You know, I obviously knew that I didn't break the record, you know, because I'm sure the reaction from the Vikings staff would have been different. So I knew I didn't get it, but 9 yards, when I heard that, it stung me.
You said it stung you. You also called it bittersweet on Twitter. How hard is it, you know, last night when you're trying to go to bed thinking about just how close you came?
To be honest with you, I slept pretty good. You know, I can't lie and say I didn't want the record because I did. But I went into the game, and, you know, that wasn't my main focus. My main focus was, you know, doing what I had to do, contributing, and help my team win, you know, ultimately. So, you know, I was satisfied with that. You know, I'm the type of person, I'll take things for what it is. And, you know, it is what it is. I finished 9 yards short. You know, God's willing, I'll, you know, cruise past it next year.
And let's put this in perspective. When you look back at this time a year ago, you were just 1 day removed from knee surgery 1 year ago today. So from that operating table a year ago, what would you have said if someone would told you that you were going to rack up 2,097 yards, second most in NFL history?
I would have told them thanks for jumping on board and being a believer, you know, because that's exactly what I envisioned, you know. And to be honest with you, my main vision was helping my team, lead my team to a championship. And, you know, that's one thing I was able to come back to grips with last night. You know, falling 9 yards short, but still understanding what you set in your mind, your goal, is still here. You know, you guys are in the playoffs. You guys are playing, you know, Green Bay again. So that goal, the main goal is still at hand. You know, so I'm happy with that.
Before we get to your playoff game, you told us on Sports Center a few weeks back how much Eric Dickerson meant to you. How does it feel to be mentioned in the same breath as him?
Oh, man, it feels amazing, you know, just to be mentioned in the same breath as Eric Dickerson, Walter Payton, you know, all those guys. Dave Sanders, you know, shot me a tweet yesterday, just welcomed me to 2012. So it's an honor. It goes to show that with hard work and determination and always keeping God first and believing in His Word and not, you know, doing situations like my ACL recovery, not leaning on your own understanding, but what God says about it. No matter what anyone else says, you can accomplish all things. And, you know, that's what I was able to do. You had so many dollars this year that didn't give me a chance to come back and have the type of season that I've had so far. You know, previous weeks, you know, they didn't give me a chance to even break the record, and coming up 9 yards short, I'm happy that I was able to make people believers, turn people into believers. So, you know, my work is done on that end. We just got to finish it off.
Yeah, your work is not done this season, which is a great thing for you and the Vikings. All along you have said that getting to the playoffs was your most important goal, and that has been accomplished. As a reward, you're going to see the Packers for a third time this season. What is it going to be like playing at Lambeau Field this postseason?
It's going to be bananas, you know. I definitely know that, you know, it's always, you know, it's a rivalry, of course. It's always a big game when we play those guys. You know, obviously taking how the game went down yesterday. But, you know, it's going to be the same type of atmosphere, you know, when we get to Green Bay, you know, this Saturday. So we just got to, you know, make sure that we're, prepared. We have seen them 2 times, so, we're definitely familiar with those guys. And we just got to go out and wheel those guys, and play smart football, and we'll continue on our journey.
The accolades for you are far from over. You are a front runner for Comeback Player of the Year, MVP. What kind of case do you think that you've made for those honors?
Oh man, I'm really the type of person that, awards, they don't define me, but my body of work that I put on the field, let it speak for itself, and just coming off of this injury, all the work I had to put into it, all the things I had to overcome, it's just been a blessing to be here. It's funny, people, how things have changed throughout the year, not having the chance to get 2,000 or you want to rush 4,000, not having the opportunity to break Eric Dickerson's record, just seeing how I kept my belief, and with that, committed other people to change their belief, change their thoughts about, how I was, able to perform, and to finish 9 yards short, that's satisfying to me. I would, of course I would have liked to get the record, but it's satisfying, taking, me coming off an ACL injury and, and doing the things that I've been able to do and help my team, win ultimately. So it's all good. I'm happy.
Adrian Peterson, I've torn an ACL. My co-host here, Jay Crawford, he's torn an ACL. For everybody out there that has torn ACLs, you have set a new standard in recovery possibilities and for proving the doubters wrong. It has been an incredible season, and it continues for you. We thank you for being with us here on Sports Center.
Thank you so much. With God, all things are possible. So you can get whatever it is done, no matter how hard the obstacle is. You can get it done. Just believe.